anytime the government and capitalism wants you to do something, they give you a tax deduction or a tax break. That's the government's way of incentivizing you to take an action. Does that make sense? Okay, so for example, in America, you're born with what are called standard deductions. Just by living in this country, you get standard deductions. Another tax deduction is if you get married, right? You get several tax or a tax deduction for being married. They're encouraging couples to get what? Married. Another tax deduction is having a child. Am I right? You have a child, you have children, you get tax write-offs or tax deductions. Am I right? So the government incentivizes you to do something. Anytime they need you to do something, they give you a tax break. If you go put solar panels all over your roof and change your windows and improve your carbon footprint, all that equipment and everything, they'll give you a huge tax what? Deduction. If you own a house and get a mortgage, your interest is tax what? Deductible. So they're encouraging you to become a home what? So if the government is giving you tax deductions for owning a home-based business, they must want you to have one. Because every other example I just gave you, like 5, and every other example, if they want you to do it, they incentivize you by what? Giving you a tax deduction. So if the government says, look, if you have a home-based business, here's what we'll do. We'll turn some of your expenses into deductions, so you pay us a lot what? Less. The expenses that you have already, if you just keep good records and show us that you have a real business and not a hobby, we'll lower your taxable income and you give us a lot what? Less. So you get to keep what? See, when you understand capitalism, businesses keep our whole economy going because businesses hire other what? Employees. They'll get their taxes from them. You get the tax break as a business what? Because if you get bigger, you're going to have to scale and hire more people to work for you. So you're helping the economy. You get the break. The employee gets the first third taken. So they're giving business owners breaks because you are what makes this whole thing go what? Around. So Congress passed laws like in the early 1980s, late 1970s that said, you know what? Why don't we give the same tax breaks to the small guy working from his what? House. See, at first these tax breaks were only for like certain like big business. But they said, you know what? The internet is becoming a thing. And if we give the same business owner the same deductions to the small guy, if the economy ever got bad, they can just ramp up their business and unemployment would get what? Stay what? Low. So it's a win-win if we give the little guy a tax break. So here's the question. Why doesn't everybody in America own a business?